Hello, everyone. It's Val. Happy spring to you. It's finally spring. I've got 3 journals to share. Um, and I think this is a first, sharing 3 journals. But first, I hope you've all been well. I have missed you. I finished these journals, probably end of December, 1st of January, something like that. So they've been waiting, and here it is, April. So this is 17, this is 18, and this one is 19. So let's see. Let's put these 2 away. Well, before I do that, these are part of the notation series. You know that already, I'm pretty sure, if you follow me. And let me show you the sizes. So 17's nice and thick. 18 is probably about half the size of 17 and 19, but 17 and 19, the odd ones, are really thick. So anyway, let me show you the backs though too. Before I get carried away, I'll show you the difference in the backs. So yeah, let's move them down so you can see them. And they are made up of 25 pages, 1 signature. So that gives you approximately 100-page sides. That's kind of how I figure it. And yeah, let's put these away over here for now, because I want to show you 17 first of all. There you go. So she's got some vintage cloth here, really textured, nice and textured cloth on the binding, or over the binding, I should say. She's got a nice little double vintage button, because 1 is not enough, apparently. And some little cloth bits that I collaged onto this cloth. This cloth is gorgeous cloth. It's let me take that off. There we go. This cloth, I think, is Martha Nagley, which I collected for years, and I love Martha Nagley cloth. So I wanted to use it on the cover of this journal. And I put a little, you can see how thick that is, like a, I don't know if this is a bingo, whatever. It's wooden, but I don't know what game it came out of. Okay, and then the inside, little pocket here on the inside. And I am not going to show you all the little bits and pieces because we have 3 journals to go through here. But I hope that you like them, and I hope they give you a little inspiration as well. So you know I like my pockets, and I like to fill my pockets. And a lot of these pockets have vintage and some antique ephemera. So yeah, got to use it up. We like to recycle. Little tuck here with different little pieces in there. A little bit of lace that's antique. And a little tuck here. And let's see, I have to think what I've done here. Okay, so this is a little flap, little piece in here. So it's a nice little place to write. Some scrapbook paper here that I stained. Little tuck here. There's some pieces in there. These I have all kinds of these things from Anna Griffin. They're gorgeous. I love to use them, and they add dimension. And some pieces in this little tuck. This is a little antique piece makes a nice little writing spot. Oh, Of course, some ledger, antique ledger. Little pieces in here. This is a little antique piece. George Barnes. That's the name under there. Good old George. And some printables that I use, pep and paper. If you guys have watched me for a while, you know the drill. Some antique photos, some fussy cuts. I should just put this to music because I say the same thing pretty much every time. And if you would like me to put my flip throughs to music, just let me know in the comments. I'd be happy to do that. So you're not listening to my crazy voice. This is a little original piece of ephemera. Little pocket there. Collage. We love our collage. This has been embossed. Some stamping. A little bit of collage there. Little pieces in there. An old piece there, 1896. April 20, at least it says April. That's what this month is, April. This looks like an old piece. It is not. I think I cut it out of a book. That's my guess anyway. I can't remember where I haul stuff from at times. This is a little bag that I made, and it's probably got something. Yeah, it's got something in there. I can feel it. A little surprise. I'm not going to take it out. And there's the center. Little vintage piece from 1952. Oh yes, I remember these. These were, whoops, let me pull this out. This was a little antique piece that I put a back on, but these are so pretty. I love how the paper feels. Didn't have a lot of those, but yeah, they're so pretty. Oh yeah, I made a writing spot there on that tag. More little bits and pieces in there. A couple little Tim Holtz pieces too. Trying to use up my stash. Oh yeah, this was a place marker. I remember that. And I just clipped it with a, I think and alcohol stained that. I can't remember. I don't think it is original. This comes out, that little paper clip. I mean, it's an original paper clip, but I think it's not. The patina is done with alcohol ink. A little cluster there for a tuck. A pocket here with things, more things clipped. Oh yes, I folded a piece of paper and it, oh, I don't know if you can see, I have to look at my phone. I folded a piece of paper and just flipped this over, this part of the pep-in paper here, and then created an extra writing spot. I don't know, I never saw that, but I'm sure somebody's done that before, but I thought, wow, that makes a nice extra writing spot. The label there. And a little harvested piece there. And then there's stuff under here, stuff clipped here. More things in this little tuck here made out of ledger. And a little vintage or antique photograph of happy people. This pops off here, pops out, and then you can write on the back and then underneath. And little pocket there. More things there. More things here. Oh, do you hear growling? Nellie was in my lap. She just jumped off. I don't know. She must have heard something. My little dog. I didn't know how long she was going to last in my lap. She'll be back. These cute little boys here. Let me show you. They're cute. Posing in their Sunday finest, I do believe. Here's some little pieces in here, kind of birdie related. Here's this pretty little girl, or maybe it's a lady. She's got lady shoes on. I think it's a lady posing. Little antique photo. We love those. More stuff in this pocket. More stuff here. Sorry for the glare. And then the last little tuck, you get all kinds of things in there. And that last little belly band, not tuck, belly band. And that's it for number 17. She's got some gorgeous little beads there. They're like little pottery beads. They're so pretty. And I'll give you another look at that one. And that is number 17. A little charm there. Okay, let's move on to 18. Now 18 is the smallest one. I mean, as far as still the same size, 4x6 with 25 pages for 100, sort of, give or take, page sides. So, and she's got a little lace on her. She's got a nice textured spine cloth here. Again, this is the back. She's got some collage bits out of fabric here. Little fabric covered button there. She's got the same kind of gorgeous little pottery beads. Can you hear them? Yeah. They're so neat. So again, this is number 18. And she's got a little metal charm as well on her. She's got a little front pocket with bits and pieces. A little cluster tuck there. Some of the pages are collaged, as you can see. I did try to leave a little bit more writing space in this journal. So, yeah, some straw paper there. Stuff clipped there on both sides. Ledger. I don't know the date on that ledger, but it's 1800s something. Some stained scrapbook paper and some Pepin paper. This opens up. It's got all kinds of little pieces in here tucked into that little strip that I folded up. Here's some French ledger from the 1960s. A little bit of fussy cut on it. Some stained, oh, I forget what you call this kind of paper. I bought it from someone off Etsy. I didn't do this staining. I can't remember. You guys know. And I put this back on it. It's hard for me sometimes to remember what all I've done. Little bits and pieces in there. Here's a large pocket here with a piece in there. More pieces here. Some coffee stained paper there. This is printable Pepin paper. This little piece was in a box of ephemera that I had got. I think a friend gave it to me. It was just plumb full of ephemera. And this little piece was cut out by somebody, probably made into a card. I don't really remember, but I thought, well, how am I going to use that? And I thought, well, maybe I could just cut it down there. And it's like, no, I don't like that because somebody actually made this. They drew it and it looks like they used colored pencil. And I didn't want to get rid of any of it. And I thought, well, why not just make it into a a pocket, which I did. And I didn't cut any of it. It was already in that shape. I kind of like the use of that. We love the human hand, don't we? What the human hand can do. Best tools ever, your hands. So you can see there's a lot more room for writing or doing whatever you wish in here. In the middle, I have like a little envelope, which is nice for tucking in things. More things here. Let's see, what do we got in here? Oh yeah, little piece in that pocket there, tuck here with things. This is a little antique piece that says Fred, I think it's Cushman. You can see this was taken out of a scrapbook. I left it as is. Thank you so much for joining me. If you've made it this far, you're made of some strong stuff. Lots of places to write, do what you wish. Oh yeah, this is a little antique piece with best wishes, and it's so sweet. It's got a little embossed wreath or whatever on it. It's so sweet with a photograph. Look at these girls. Aren't they sweet? More things in there. Yep, I like to stuff with stuff. This is another one of the Anna Griffin flowers that are dimensional. I don't know if you can see that. See, it's dimensional. Avocado. There we go. Avocado dyed paper, which I didn't do. I didn't do that. Someone else did that, but I just used it for a page. I'm glad I thought of that. Some 1800s ledger. Again, piece of straw paper, which feels so nice. More pieces, something in this little paper bag, made out of a paper bag, and some pieces in here. Take this off. Little antique piece there. Yeah. And this is from 1922, and it is an old piece in here. A little antique piece. So a couple little antique pieces there as well. All right. Let's put these back. And then that's the back. And that is number 18. There we go. All right, on to number 19. She's pretty thick, number 19. She's like number 17. Here's the back. The back is collaged with a lot of old antique papers, like book page and parts of letters and stuff like that, which I sealed, so you don't have to worry about that. They're sealed. She's got a little vintage button. Her little beads are different. They're ceramic beads. They're so pretty. There. And she's got some nice textured spine cloth as well. And these pieces are paper, and these pieces are paper. And of course, a little glazed Tim Holtz piece on the front, and a little stamped cloth butterfly right there. All right, she too has a pocket with all kinds of things in the pocket, and a tuck here, and a tuck here with a little antique piece there. Oh yes, this belly band slides. So it slides off the page if you wish to do something with the page or write on the page, and you can slide it back on or put it somewhere else. Here's a little envelope, 1920, and I can't, 28, tiny. I think it's got a letter in there. Here's a little, this is a pocket here. And here's a little, I love photographs. Look at these people. All in their Sunday best, I believe. Here's a little piece of a handkerchief, maybe? Or it's linen. But, oh, sorry about Nellie. She's been really good until now. Oh, yes, I had a mishap. This ripped, and I felt so bad that this page ripped. But then I thought, well, why not use it as a tuck? And it worked really good. So sometimes mistakes can be your best friend. There's a couple pieces in here. 1857 is this ledger. Little piece of trim here. Stained paper and stained scrapbook paper. This was, I made this into a pocket. This is from 1912. Feels like tissue paper. It's really, really nice. And I put a little old piece in there along with a little printed piece. This is nice handmade type paper. A printable. A rose that I fussy cut and I applied to this ledger page. More things in here. This one in the back says 1889. Here's some nice textured paper. This was from a like a card. It was kind of thinnish paper, not thick or anything, but it made a nice little pocket. Oh, no, it's not. Look at that. I forgot I did that. There, so it did make a pocket, but it's got a little antique trade card in here. Yeah, I forgot I did that. I was thinking, why would I put that there? Now I understand. Yeah, nice writing paper. I think it came off a greeting card or something, probably from the 50s or 60s, something like that. Little pieces in here. A piece here on this ledger page, antique ledger page. Here's a little sweet little picture. Goes in this little belly band there with this other piece. A collaged page. This has got something in the pocket here. I just wanted to show you that there was something there. Here's a little antique piece here. This is Lottie Smiley. Lottie M. Smiley. There you go. Nice little antique piece. I just tucked it up in there. Did a little cloth collage on this little piece of, is it linen? Feels like linen. More collage there. Oh yes, more writing room here, but slips back in there. Same with on this side. And this piece is from 1904. Some vintage book page there. Music paper that's vintage. Use that for like a little tuck spot. Same with this lady. Look at her and her vehicle. She looks so happy. Or maybe that's not her vehicle because it looks like somebody's drive. Maybe she has a driver. Who knows? Nice little antique photo there. This I clipped on here. Some of my favorite little cloth there. Does this, oh yeah, this is a sliding belly band as well. And it has a photograph, an old photograph in there. I'm going to take these two pieces out so you can see how this works. So these pieces come off, and I put a little tiny bit of thin mica there. I'll put that back later, but it gives you a nice space to write or do whatever you wish. And you don't have to put it back there. You can put it back anywhere. Some more pieces here. I think this is folded up. It is. More of that type of paper that's got a nice texture to it. Little pocket here with something in there on that stain page. Little antique piece there, says from a friend. A little feather like they're writing to a friend. Here's this 1912, and there's things in here, and it looks like little antique. Now that's original piece there, and another little piece to write on in there. Put a little decoration on there. More pieces there. More pieces there. That's an original little bird card. This is 1857. That's what it looks like to me. And here's another sliding belly band. You can slide that right off. I decorated it. And do whatever you wish. The pages also got some cloth collage on it. And here's another pocket here with things in here. And more things. Oh, this is a little floating pocket. It's got things in there and things here. And I put that down in there. More things tucked in there. Here's this. I like how she's like behind the lattice there. More things in here. And here is the last page with a little cloth belly band stitched in and little goodies in there, a little antique calling card. There. Okay. Wow. Under a half hour. Did really good. So I hope you enjoyed seeing these. Notation series 17, 18, and 19. And they are in my Etsy if you want to check them out further. All right, got to put these pieces back now. All right, thanks for joining me. Thanks. If you've lasted this long, thank you all. I really appreciate you so very, very much. And have a happy spring again, and take care. See you next time. Bye.